Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. Hey everybody, this is Josh with Sing with Josh. We're going to be working on how to sing Amazing Grace and how for you to feel comfortable. How nice would it be for you to feel comfortable singing this in a public setting? Let's say like a community setting or a church setting or a congregation setting. I worked in the church for a long, long time. I sang in professional choirs. I was a cantor at various cathedrals. And the thing that I noticed is that a lot of people didn't sing. So let's talk about some of the ways that you can feel more comfortable being a singer in your public congregational space. All right, step one, the words. Seems pretty obvious. The words are a really important part of singing. And so what we're going to do is just read them, okay? So pause the tape, get a copy of, Google Amazing Grace lyrics, unless you know them by heart, and let's just speak them. Actually, go ahead and look at them. I want you to look at the actual words. So pause the tape, get a copy of the lyrics, and let's just read them together. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found, was blind, but now I see. Now, when we speak them in a pretty normal way, it's like, Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now was found, was blind, but now I see. Those are not really the words, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see. When we sing, it's much more, we're elongating the words, right? So there's more sound, basically. So let's read this one more time slowly now. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. Now you may notice very subtle things that were different about that when you're just speaking normally. You're taking in a bigger breath. You're holding out the words that are actually sort of more important, right? There's a rhythm to the words that you're holding out. There's very subtle, there's differences in registration. So when we sing something loud, that's our chest register. Wah! When we sing something, on an E or an oo vowel, maybe a little bit softer, that's more of our head voice register. So let's try this one more time, recognizing those things. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Okay, that's the most basic sort of form that we can work towards when thinking about registration. Okay, we're halfway there. So now we're gonna put some music to this, but let's do it with a couple different vowels, like ah. Ah. Now, if that's a little breathy for you, let's try it on an oo, especially any females or young people that are up here. Ooh. That's your head voice. And for guys, it's a little bit chestier. Wah. So guys on the ah. Young people and women on the ooh. So now let's sing the first line with these kinds of concepts. So we're going to speak the words with music, and we're going to try and keep this nice elongated sense here. by the way, this can be used for the rest of the song, even though we're working on these first two notes, right? First two lines. So we're going to go, Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. That may not be the most beautiful singing on the whole planet, but at least we're speaking the words on a pitch. I want you to get used to this. Don't think of it as like you personally making these sounds. Think of it as just the muscles in your throat and in your larynx making these sounds. You don't have to, bring emotion into this. Whatever may be blocking you from singing, think of it as more like a physiological thing. Like these are just muscles and they're just making this sound, and this is your sound. It's okay. Whatever sound comes out, that's your sound. All right, so let's do that one more time. I want you to speak it. Think about speaking it on the pitch. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Now, this E sound, that may be hard to sort of emulate, but don't worry. Check out some of the other videos that we've been working on this YouTube page called falsetto or head voice exercises, and that'll really help you. So let's just review here. First of all, it's not you. It's just your voice. It's just a sound that the muscles in your throat are making. Don't be embarrassed of it. Just get it out there, right? Don't judge. Now, we're just going to speak the words, amazing grace, and then you're going to speak them with a little bit more of a connection, okay? And then we're going to add the pitches to it. You can do a karaoke, YouTube karaoke. This is in the key of F. You could probably do it a little bit lower for females if you want to, or maybe a little bit higher for guys if you need to. But we're going to sing it by singing the words, right? So more of speak singing. And just keep going. That's the main thing. Don't worry about singing and other people hearing you. This is your life, your voice. Let it out. All right? Thanks, everybody. This is Sing with Josh. Please subscribe if you can to the page, and I'll see you at the next lesson.